Hey guys, welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about none other than, yes, the Mandalorian. Nope, nope, I gotcha, didn't I? I gotcha, didn't I? Nope. Unfortunately, season 3 of The Mando has not come out yet, but what has come out in the meantime is the book of Boba Fett. And I didn't have a Boba Fett shirt, so you get Grogu instead. So, what's up, guys? Hello, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing none other than the very first episode of the Book of Boba Fett, which I did a live reaction with my buddy Ninjoid243 over on his channel. Go ahead and check that out. And don't forget to check out the new Droid Cantina, where we all review videos over on, it's kind of like a group channel. Go ahead and check the Droid Cantina out. Don't forget to check out my buddy Ninjoid, as well as Sauerkraus, Austinator. Oh, and we had Tim on last night. Go ahead and check out Tim Talks as well. Now, what can I say about the very first episode of the Book of Boba Fett? It was pretty good, actually. It was pretty good. Okay, so it didn't amaze me. It didn't wow me. It was really interesting, and I have to say this. It was a fantastic start. A fantastic start to the Book of Boba Fett, I think. And it makes me excited to see the next episode. That's what's important when it comes to the start of a show. And I really did enjoy the first episode. So, what was it about? What was the story? Spoilers if you guys haven't seen it. Before I go into spoilers, I'll just say this. I give it a 7 out of 10. It was a really great start to the series, and I'm interested to see more. I mean, Boba Fett is not my favorite character when it comes to Star Wars. I'm not really into a big Boba Fett fan, but I can at least admit that he's a really cool character. I liked what they did to him in the prequels, giving him some type of backstory, making him part of the clone army. I thought it was interesting. And him being a Mandalorian, part of this race that used to defeat Jedi a lot, I thought was really interesting. I really do enjoy the character of Boba Fett. I think the best Boba Fett that we've ever gotten from was actually from the Clone Wars. I really enjoyed him in the Clone Wars. But, yeah, when I heard that they were bringing him back, I was like, no, please don't. I don't want another situation that we have to deal with Palpatine. Yeah, that didn't go out so well. And I was really hesitant. And then we saw him, and I'm like, instead of panicking, I was like, okay, I trust the writers. Let's see where this goes. Let's see if they can actually make this work. And by God, they made it work. So, then I heard they were going to be doing a show. He of course shoots Brutuna. I can't remember. I don't think I'm saying that name right. I can't remember exactly how to say the name, but he shoots Jabba's old old butler, who was apparently taking over Jabba's place. He shoots him and takes over the title of the palace when it comes to Jabba's palace. He takes over it. He becomes a big bad boss now. It's really interesting. And that was the end of The Mandalorian Season 2. That's what we knew from him. And then we got, of course, the Book of Boba Fett. Which, what can I say about the Book of Boba Fett? Let's go ahead and get into this review, shall we? I liked it. I mean, so we start out with Boba in the Bacta tank. And he's obviously injured, and he's having flashbacks to when he got out of the sarlacpit. Yes, we now know how he survived. He got out of the sarlacpit. He had to take off his armor because it was all melted into him and stuff like that. So he ripped it off, and then Jawas got to it, and that's where we find, I think his name's Cavan or something like that, in the Mando taking the armory. That story. As for our boy Boba Fett, though, he was captured by a group of Tusken Raiders, beat to hell, kind of had to survive and make his way through the galaxy, through the Tusken Raider leadership, and eventually, we don't know yet, but I assume that eventually he's going to become like an honorary Tusken Raider. We see by the end of this episode that he actually took down a monster that was threatening one of the kids who was watching him while he digs for water for him. He took down one of the monsters, and you could see at the end that the Tusken Raider chief just hands him a cup of water, like, good work, That was a great moment. So I think we'll see more about what has happened to him in the past, and we'll see him gradually gain the respect of the Tusken Raiders and become an honorary Tusken Raider. I think that's what's going to happen with him. Either that, or he kills the Tusken Raider and takes all his stuff. It's possible. And then the rest of the episode, he wakes up, he gets out of the back of the tank, he walks over, and yes, I'm doing things mostly out of order. He walks over to his throne. He's got some people coming in, giving their praise and their tributes to the new king, which is, of course, Boba Fett. And, something's up with the mayor of Mos Eisley, because the mayor might not like Boba Fett that much, apparently. In fact, they even expected Boba Fett, the king, to pay them. Yeah, right. Whatever. So then he goes into town. Now this is interesting. Jabba was a Hutt. He was a big, powerful Hutt, and let me tell you, fear was how he controlled people. Fear was how he controlled people, and he was always on some sort of platform, taking them places. He had slaves that do whatever he wants. But what's interesting is Boba Fett doesn't want to do that. He's walking into town. He's able to walk on his own feet. He wants to be king. He wants to be boss, but he's not going to act like a lazy bum like everybody else, every other king that was in town. No, instead his plan is to control them through respect. Like, you know what? I think of it. It's kind of like a gangster sort of thing. Which, there's the mob boss. That's basically what he's becoming. He's becoming the mob boss. Of course, when you become the mob boss, you got people looking out for you that might want to stab you in the back and take your throne. Yeah. So, they got assassins on Boba Fett, and it seems like they were kicking his butt real easy, but, he still has a lot of injuries from his past adventures, and indeed, he still needs the back to tank. As cool as he is, as strong as he is, he's still, in his 40s now? He's a little bit of an older man. He's a little bit weaker. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to mess with Boba Fett. He'll shoot you the first chance he gets. But, he needs a back to tank. He's got some now Gamorrean guards. Those big guys from Episode 6. The big green pig-like guys from Episode 6. The Gamorrean guards. Yeah, now he's got those as part of his team. And they took him to go back to the back to tank. As for, of course, Fennec Shan, who was always with him, who was always supporting him, she goes after the assassins that tried to kill Boba. Pretty simple. And that was pretty much the first episode. There were some more details I could go into, but, go watch the show. You guys should have seen this episode before you watch this review anyway. So, what can I say about it? a really, really good start. I am really interested in seeing where this goes. I'm really interested in seeing more of how Boba Fett got into the Tusken Raiders, got those robes, how he was tracking down his armor and all that, and what's been going on with him the past, let's face it, 5, 6 years. I believe this takes place 6 years past. Yeah, I believe this takes place 6 years past episode 6, because Mando season 1 takes place 5 years, and then season 2, I believe, takes a year later, and then after that, at the end of season 2, that's when Boba Fett gets the throne. So I'm thinking this takes place 6 years after, 6 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's been up to these past 6 years, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens to him in the future. I mean, I don't think he's kicking around during the events of episode 7, 8, and 9. Trust me, whether you think those movies are canon or not, I don't like them. I don't like them. The only ones that I like are the Ninjoid cut, which, go check out my buddy Ninjoid2434, by the way. I really enjoyed The Mandalorian. And I really think that I'm going to enjoy the Book of Boba Fett almost as much. Again, I think I'm going to enjoy The Mandalorian a little bit more, at least at this point. But, good start. Good start. Let me know about your thoughts down in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out for now. Bye.